Hello, this is Allie with the Perception Trainers, author of The Perception Diet, and today I'm going to talk to you about jealousy. So this is actually coming to you as a viewer request. So when I got this request like a few days ago, I thought, yes, I'm definitely doing a video on jealousy because I feel like there are a lot of people out there that struggle with jealousy and struggle with this idea of kind of like being able to be happy for people who are having success around you, or being able to be happy for people who have things that you want, and having this kind of like internal conflict of feeling jealous and then feeling badly that they feel jealous and da 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 da. So I'm really excited to talk about this topic because I feel like there is actually a lot of really good stuff in here for us to learn. So to start this video, I want to say, like the Buddha says that, or it's said that the Buddha said that the root of all suffering is desire, and I kind of think that's a little bit silly because also the root of all survival is desire, right? If we didn't desire to eat, we'd die. If we didn't desire to drink, we'd die. If we didn't desire to have sex, the species would die off. So I think the real truth is nothing is fundamentally good or bad. It's what we do with it, right? So yeah, desire can totally lead us down a terrible path and can be bad in our lives, but desire can also be really, really positive. Desire can get us, like I say, to eat. Desire can get us to recover from an illness. Desire can get us, to invent something that changes the world. So I just wanted to start by saying, like with desire, which is pretty much the root of jealousy, it's not good or bad, it's what you choose to do with it. And just like with desire, jealousy does not have to be a bad thing if you know how to kind of turn it around, so to speak, so that it works for you. So the first thing that I like to say when you're dealing with feelings of jealousy is, number one thing, don't beat yourself up, right? And I know that I kind of say this in all of my videos, but most of the time you're probably sitting there and you feel jealous, like you notice that feeling of like, oh, I wish I had what she had, or she doesn't deserve that, or he doesn't deserve that, or like why does he get to have that thing and I don't, da 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 da, and you start to kind of have these feelings, and then you're like, God, I shouldn't be feeling this, like I'm a terrible person, I shouldn't be so jealous, da 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 da, and it just takes you on this negative spiral downward of like, you feel inadequate, you feel like you don't have what you want, and you feel like you're a terrible person because you're jealous. And so the first thing that I'd like to say is, with anything, setting yourself love and compassion and being easy on yourself for where you're at is the number one best tool you have for moving forward, okay? So if you're finding yourself caught in jealousy, rather than beating yourself up, rather than allowing it to become this thing that takes you down in a negative spiral, just say, okay, you know what, I'm human. This is the thing. I have a desire, and I'm just currently not feeling happy for this person who has this thing that I want. And that's okay. It's okay. I'm alright. I'm a human. I'm allowed to feel how I feel. I'm allowed to have feelings. And I just know that like when you kind of diffuse the situation like that, instead of allowing it to kind of mushroom into this negative spiral, you just can kind of shut it down a lot easier. Okay, so that's the first things first. Don't beat yourself up. Just give yourself love and compassion. Second thing to notice is that jealousy can be an awesome illuminating thing for you to show you where you feel that there's lack, and where you feel that there is not abundance, and where you feel like there is not enough to go around, right? So usually when you're feeling jealous, it really does come down to this thing of like, they have something that you want, and because they have it, you don't have it. And it can kind of like help you to realize that you might still be operating in a lack mentality. And this lack mentality really doesn't serve you or serve the world. And if you can move yourself out of this place of like, they have it, I don't, and that's a bad thing, you can start to say, okay, they have it. How about I allow that to show me that I could have that too? right? That there is enough in this world for them to have this thing and for me to have this thing. And that it's not an issue of there's only so much to go around, right? And like I say, I just want you to start to say to yourself when you're feeling this jealous feeling, okay, this jealousy is showing me where I still believe in lack, where I still believe in not enough, where I still believe in not abundance, where I still believe that there's only so much and that if they have some, that I can't have some. And when you start to kind of like notice that, I want you to just affirm to yourself, there is enough. There's enough for all of us. So this person has this thing that I want. I don't currently have it, but I'm just going to remind myself, there's enough. There is enough. There's enough love. There's enough money. There's enough jobs. There's enough trips. There's enough life experiences. There's enough stuff. Whatever it is that you're feeling jealous, just remind yourself, there's enough. Okay? And so if you've started with the whole, okay, desire is not good or bad, it's just something, okay? And it's what you do with it that determines if it's going to make your life better or harder. And then you give yourself love and compassion. You're not beating yourself up for feeling jealous. You're just saying, okay, it's all right. I'm a human. It happens. It's all right. You're diffusing the situation. Second thing you're doing is you're saying, okay, there's enough. I'm allowing this to show me that perhaps I feel like there's not enough in this universe. And if I keep operating under this guise of lack mentality, it really doesn't make me feel very good, right? This jealous feeling, this feeling of they have something that I want and I don't have it, makes me feel bad. So what if I were to shift it to say, there's enough in this universe, and I'm going to reinforce in my mind over and over and over again, I'm going to allow this to show me that this was my belief before, that there's not enough, and I'm going to shift my own belief by saying, okay, you know what, every single time I feel this jealous feeling, I'm going to remind myself, there's enough. There's enough for all of us. There's enough for all of us. There's enough for all of us. And then the third thing I want you to do is to remember that it's not really the thing that they have that you want, okay? This may take some practice, and this may take some soul searching, and this may take some time, but if you can start to wrap your mind around the idea that what they have isn't actually what you want, okay? It's the feeling you think you're going to get from having that thing that is really what you want, okay? So if someone gets the promotion, it's not necessarily the promotion that you want. It's the feeling of being recognized for your hard work. It's the feeling of abundance for getting more money. It's the feeling of, authority for being kind of like a leader that you actually are desiring. So what I want you to do is to say, okay, I'm feeling this jealousy. I'm not beating myself up, and I'm giving myself space to feel this. That's okay, and I'm reminding myself there's enough. And then I'm gonna say, what do I really want? What is this showing me that I actually desire? What feeling state am I actually going after, wanting this thing that this person has? What do I think that this thing is gonna make me feel? Okay? And that is one of the most important things you will ever do with all of your desires, is to figure out what it is you think that thing is going to make you feel, right? And because that is really what you're going for. And that's why so many of us go after things over and over and over again and never feel satisfied even when we get the stuff that we want. It's because we were thinking it was going to make us feel this certain way, when really the thing wasn't going to make us feel that way, right? Like, you need to understand that how you want to feel is birthed from inside, okay? So whatever it is that you're jealous that someone else has, it's because you think it's going to make you feel a certain way. And when you understand that you can make yourself feel however you want to feel, whenever you want to feel it, with or without that thing, then you start to actually become satisfied when you actually get the things that you want, okay? Because it's not so much about the actual thing, it's how you think that thing is going to make you feel. So the recap again, just one more time, is you're not beating yourself up, okay? You're reminding yourself there's enough. You're thinking, how do I think this thing is going to make me feel? Why do I want this? Right? I want this thing that they have because I think it's going to make me feel X, Y, and Z. And then step number 4 is allow that to inspire you to practice that feeling. Okay, so you were jealous of this person for getting the promotion, and you went all the way down and you said, you know what, getting the promotion was going to make me feel powerful and worthy and appreciated for my work. Okay, so from there, I want you to allow that to inspire you to practice feeling those feelings on a regular basis. So practice sitting in meditation and visualizing yourself having that promotion. Okay, and feeling how that would feel, and just putting yourself in that feeling state over and over and over again, and noticing that you didn't actually need to get the promotion in order to feel how you wanted to feel. You could feel that way no matter what, and that jealousy that you had for that person was actually very positive because it inspired you. You allowed it to inspire you to practice feeling how you wanted to feel. Right? And that kind of brings us back to what I was talking about at the beginning of the video, that nothing is inherently good or bad, right? So jealousy is not inherently a bad thing if you know how to use it to make you feel better, right? So allowing your jealousy to inspire you to figure out how it is that you want to feel and then practice feeling that way is like one of the most amazing, powerful things that you can do on this life. Okay, so practicing how you want to feel, and then you're going to notice that you might actually start attracting into your life the things and the circumstances that you thought were going to make you feel that way, or you're going to attract into your life the things and the circumstances that actually make you feel that way, and you will actually feel satisfied in it because you're already practicing that feeling. Right? Because we know that it's not the stuff that's going to make you feel how you want to feel. That stuff comes from inside, and then your outside will just reflect that. Right? So understanding, right, that if you're continually just sitting in that place of lack and not having what you want and being jealous of other people, just know that like the longer you stay there, the more life is just going to reflect that stuff back to you, because that's where you're at. Right? So when you make that shift and you start to feel how you want to feel on a regular basis, and you understand that jealousy is just leading you to realize how you want to feel and to practice feeling how you want to feel, all of a sudden your life shifts in a huge way. And then the last thing I just want to mention is that being jealous of someone is one of the least helpful things you can do for yourself. And this is just one of like the bottom line of it. When you're feeling jealous of someone, you're putting yourself in a state of just like totally being out of alignment with yourself and totally being out of alignment with having what you want. Okay? And that's just the bottom line of it. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you terrible. It doesn't make you any of these things. All it does is just make your life worse, right? And so practicing being happy for other people, practicing celebrating other people's success, at first it might not feel that good. But if you're practicing those other steps that we talked about, so the not beating yourself up, it's okay that you, like everything that we just talked about in this video, allowing it to inspire you to feel how you want to feel and doing that over and over again, and then practicing being happy for other people, you're going to notice that you start to feel so much better in life just in general. And you may even get rid of being jealous. It's possible that you could just totally eradicate being jealous out of your thing, and you might just like one day notice that like I used to have to work to be happy for other people, and now I just am naturally happy for other people because I know that their success is just like an inspiration for me, that I can feel how I want to feel too, that I can get what I want to get too, and that there is enough in this world. And the more that you're happy for other people, the more you align yourself with you getting what you want anyways. Okay? So that's my take on jealousy. It's not bad. It's something that can totally inspire you to understand how you want to feel, and can draw you deeper into yourself, and can help you become this more positive, vibrant person. So that's my take on jealousy. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.